Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm the East Coaster fan.
Are you sure there's not an evil twin of you around?
What are you talking about? This is definitely East Coaster fan.
Anyway, we're back at Great Adventure for opening day 2026. This is my fourth year in a row attending opening day here. We've had different interesting things happen, like a bunch of missing rides, double ride wristbands that make operations slow, and even a tornado. But I think today the thing is just cold. It is currently
Pretty cold.
Yeah, it's like 35, I think we checked. So
Well, we didn't have a holiday in the park this year, so
No.
This is pretty much our holiday visit.
yeah. I'm not wearing a Christmas hat though. I'm wearing a Kingda Ka hat as usual, and the real Phantom.
What are you talking about? That's a Spire. And that's a Phantom. Phantom Spire.
Purple. I've heard really good things. I know yesterday you were here at the preview
Yes.
night, and I've heard a lot of great little enhancements have been made inside the park. Plus, get to see construction updates for both Project Purple and the recently announced Shoreline Pier expansion to Boardwalk, which I think is a pretty cool way of just adding a bunch of flat rides in the park.
Yeah, and there's other changes too that I noticed yesterday that I'm sure you'll be able to see during your visit this weekend.
It's also just, it's kind of the start of the coaster season now that parks are starting to open back up, and
Amen.
Great Adventure is usually one of the first ones, so it's great to ring in the coaster season, so let's head on in and get this day started. All right, made it into the park after a bit of a delay. So, at least for me, my Six Flags pass is through Cedar Point. It's Prestige All Park Passport. But I guess they had some issues, like activating it across the chain. So, hopefully that won't be an ongoing issue for the rest of the summer. But I managed to get it out. Thanks to admissions for helping me out. But we got it all sorted out. So, yeah, unfortunately that means I did not make first train of the season for Nitro, but I'll still get in within the first hour, so I'll take that.
No. I got the first train yesterday.
Oh, yeah, for the season pass holder preview event. I was going for the first train opening day, Cam.
Well, anyways, I got the first train yesterday. Cam is just the definition of Nitro superiority.
Yeah, you're celebrating Nitro's 25th anniversary so much this year that you forgot El Toro turns 20.
I have a shirt for El Toro.
Sure. Anyway, we're still going to be heading over to Nitro to start off the day. Well, first improvements here. Cam pointed this out. They removed the fence that was kind of blocking out, and
Fast lane.
wow. But yeah, they looks like they kind of spruced up the queue a little bit more, makes it a lot more nicer, a bit more open. So in other words,
You planted grass? Grass?
all right, got a ride on Nitro in row 3. Very cold. Also ran a little bit slow just because of how early of the day it is, but still a pretty great ride. We also got someone else join our group.
Oh, not me. This guy down here. This guy's the main attraction.
Yeah, he's just carrying the person we're all here to see. But yeah, overall, good ride on Nitro. The trims only really tapped at the end, so didn't get a fully trimless ride. But still, overall, fun ride. I just kind of prefer the other hyper coaster that opened in 2001. Time to check out the Dark Knight coaster, where supposedly they have some theming enhancements for the ride. So looking forward to checking these out. So we did a ride on Dark Knight. Didn't really notice much of the enhancements. In fact, I noticed some things missing. Like a lot of the audio wasn't on, there were a little bit less lights. But even like the bit at the end where they play the last line of the movie Dark Knight wasn't playing. So maybe they're just still working on that. Maybe hopefully by the time we get into the summer, those enhancements are more visible. So one interesting change from last year is here in Lakefront. You can't tell this new little concrete pad here. That's because this is where Swashbuckler was. Kind of weird with it gone. It kind of puts in perspective this area of the park. I didn't realize it was like that narrow around and this whole area here. But don't worry, Swashbuckler isn't completely going away. It's just moving over to the new expansion, the Boardwalk. So here in Boardwalk is where a lot of attention is going. So for one, you can see they've removed the entire row of Midway games. Then down here you can really see, oh, hold up. You can actually see the back station of the new coaster. Wow.
This is just a normal store, normal shoppers, normal things like that. Oh, why are you standing behind the
Wrong. Come on, son, we're going home.
No, kind of.
It fits.
You're also like sinking into his tooth.
Oh God.
Alex is a bit big brained, so he can't fit in Taz's mouth.
Was that the bite of 26?
Whoa. We're all just trying to like unalive inside of Taz. Oh, he's dead. Okay, let's go ride Toro.
So right now here in the this kind of area between Dream Street and Plaza Carnival, they're doing their spring break safari celebration. And they got some jugglers here, they had some other people out here. It's just kind of like a rotating entertainment, and then every once in a while they do a full show up here. And one new thing for this year is that Safari Off-Road Adventure is back to being inside the park and not just out on the at like separate entrance. So it's actually been since I think 2018 since I've actually ridden the Jeeps on Safari Off-Road Adventure. So looking forward to getting back on it.
Say hi. Mammal for the Americas. It is the largest mammal in North America. They were at once, their coats can be used for clothing, and they can spit up to 20 feet. And that spit is not saliva, it is indeed bile. So it smells really bad and can sink your clothes really bad. Also, over can keep more higher up leaves that limit their competition. Or the fact that male giraffes compete with each other by a process called necking, which is when they compete for either mate or food, they will whack each other with their necks, and the longer the neck, the bigger the neck, the more weight and strength they get behind it. They are undergoing what is known as over the building of the Prize deal with fighting with each other. Over on our right here is our mixed herd of the wow. They go back and forth. What's cool about bears? Do you guys know what bears do in the winter? They hibernate. So our bears here don't. Bears in the wild will hibernate because in the winter there's a lack of resources, so they will bulk up on food and resources. But Siberian tigers do also come in orange and black stripes. The only tigers that do come in white are band tigers. That striping that they have is very unique to them, so much like a fingerprint is unique to every individual, there's no two same fingerprints. For every Siberian tiger, there's no two same striping.
All done with Safari Off-Road Adventure, and that was really fun. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on that. I think since like 2018, since I've actually ridden the Jeep, so pretty great to get back on those, and still a really great tour. You guys see a ton of different variety of animals. And there's actually some more animals out here as part of the spring break celebration, including this owl. Staring right at me.
I'm thinking 15, 20 pounds.
Bags are packed, we're all set. Join us for a grand vacation. You'll never forget. Trumpet on the elephant. See your guide. Excitement that never ends. Come on and join our ride. If you're craving a wild occasion, you can get the Safari celebration. Be your greatest
Before we head on El Toro, we decided to come over here. Obviously, the path to Golden Kingdom is no longer an option, but you do get a really great view of the under construction stall. All right, just got off El Toro with its brand new retracked final section. And I gotta say, that last section was really smooth. I guess that's the closest we'll get to a 2006 era El Toro, which I wouldn't say it's not glass smooth like Titan track, but it's got that, wooden coaster rumble to it, which I think is a good kind of balance between smooth and rough for wooden coasters. Not so rough that it jackhammers you, but not too smooth like Titan track, where basically it's just a steel coaster. For dinner, we're gonna check out the brand new Main Street Pub. Yeah, I think it's either brand new or brand new renovated. That was 1760. Well, this actually just opened today. decided to eat over in Yum Yums just to get out of the cold a little bit, but you got, looks pretty good.
Pie.
Shepherd's pie.
First time ever having one. I've never had it before.
This is not my first time having fish and chips. Heck, it's not even the first time I've had fish and chips this year at a theme park. But looking forward to trying this one out.
You know what that means? Fish!
Alright, we got second to last ride of the night on Flash, and man, I forgot how great that was. Super smooth, great air time, and amazing hang time on the stall. You know, I gotta say, Kennywood, or Hershend, I think this would work great right in the front of the park. Like, that'd be a really cool addition, I think, to add, even though we already got Skyrocket as our launch coaster, but I think this would also fit in really well. So that does it for opening day here at Great Adventure for 2026, and I gotta say, it was probably one of the better opening days of the past few years. I mean, the only coaster that was closed the whole day, I think, was Batman, which I can do without Batman whenever I go to Great Adventure. There was still a lot of, like, Toro was on one train operations, which kind of a bummer, but the crowds weren't too bad, I think, just because of the cold weather. So overall, I say successful day. I did everything I wanted to do. I got on Nitro, Toro, Flash. Got to do Safari, which you don't get to do that often. And overall, good day. Do you guys have anything to add for today?
Good day being back. I wasn't here last year because I was doing the college program, so happy to be back for an opening day. I am not East Coaster fan. But if I were East Coaster fan, I would say it was a good day.
What's this West Coaster fan doing?
Hey, I'm here.
I thought I lost you for a minute.
Sorry, I had to beat someone up. It was a good day. I really enjoyed it. Great getting back on the coasters and things like that nature. Saw a few other changes. Good new food at the Main Street Pub. Looking forward to this season.
And Cam, anything?
Yeah, I have to say, like, even though yes, it is opening weekend, and you know, the staff is getting used to all their new positions. I have to say the staff has been extremely friendly the past 2 days, especially today. I just felt like everyone was saying hello to, and give a shout out to the staff. They're really working well so far. So yeah.
Yeah, and overall, there are a lot of just small little enhancements we saw throughout the park today, which is really great exciting to see of what's to come in the next few years. But you know, I wish I had another day here. You know, another day to kind of get the whole Great Adventure experience. Since I've moved out to Pittsburgh, this is a park that I don't really get to go to that often anymore, so I want to get a kind of better, bigger experience. So you know what? Why don't we do a second day here at Great Adventure, where the weather is a lot warmer. Only in the 50s today, so still a bit chilly, but much better than it was yesterday. And also looks like the crowds are much lighter than yesterday, so hopefully getting a lot more rides. So let's head on in. But first, I wanted to go over and check out a bit more of Project Purple and the Boardwalk expansion. You can see, it looks like here, at least where they're storing the old Swashbuckler, which will soon be repainted and renamed to Super Roundup. And I saw when I was driving in, I could see parts from the old Nebulas from Six Flags America. So, really looking forward to seeing how this whole area is going to change in the next few months. You can see it really well from the Lift Hill Toro, but this entire section of the parking lot here is where they're storing all of the columns for Project Purple, along with probably some other hardware for the flat rides going in over here. Hopefully within a month or so, we'll start seeing some vertical construction on the tower itself. All right, made it into the park. Park's gonna open in by about a minute. Since yesterday I started off at Nitro, I'm gonna head to the other side of the park and start at El Toro. Alright, so we just did 4 rides on El Toro, all without leaving the station just because there's not many people here yet, and I think they wanted to keep us on just to front load the train because we were in like Kart 3. That was running great. The last few sections are so much smoother now. Airtime's still strong, but not as strong as I think it normally is just because it needs to warm up and break in a little bit more. So maybe we'll come back later in the day once it warms up. We also got a whole crew today. We got yesterday, Cam's back with us. Then we also have, we got Amanda with us.
Hi, I'm drawing Kingdom Car in the back of my phone.
Oh, yeah, she misses it very much. And then we also have, oh, hi! We got David here doing his gymnastics.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a fun crew today.
Thank you, I needed the content. You're welcome.
Me too. Yeah, David is very happy because we're gonna be riding Medusa. So we just did both coasters in Frontier Adventures. We did 2 on Medusa, tons of fun. We saw a piece of a very small piece of a car track sitting back behind Medusa. Probably one of the pieces just like got all bent up. Then we also just did a ride on Runaway Mine Train. Good classic fun. Ending reminds me of a Magnum XL200. So we're over here looking at Project Purple, but these 2 are looking the other way. Oh, and Amanda's joining. They're all looking at the other thing.
It's rocks. Oh, I got excited.
No, we're all looking over here. So I realized I haven't been filming much today just because I've been mainly just hanging out with friends, talking to random enthusiasts we find. Just got off Nitro towards the back. Trims didn't really hit hard, so we got a great second half. Earlier we rode Skull Mountain. Skull Mountain was fun. And like I said, we've just been vibing, talking to different people, especially like around the boardwalk. You know, you just stand there and give it about a couple minutes and you'll find some enthusiasts. Like we were talking to Hollywood Studios, we were talking with Airtime Mike we ran into. Because of ADA, we had to sit in different trains. So there's Cam and David and Amanda. And our group has also grown a little bit.
What's up, hombres?
We now have Sean. We basically have to drag him out here because originally he wasn't going to come today, but we're all like, come on, we're all here. So
I'm here.
we got Sean here. We also got
to have dinner.
Yeah, so we got a big group now. Although I think some of them might be leaving in a little bit, but overall, this has been a really fun opening weekend. I know you mentioned it, and same thing. This is the first time I've been to Great Adventure twice in back-to-back days. So yeah, overall, fun times. So that wraps up opening weekend here at Great Adventure. Like I said, sorry I didn't film much today. I just was hanging out with a lot of friends. We did get another ride on El Toro. I got a back car ride. It was running insane. Such a great ride. But overall, this is a really solid opening weekend. I feel like past few times there's always been like random problems, like, you know, Last year, there was just a lot of rides missing. Then the year before that was a really big issue with the whole double ride wristband and single train operation everywhere. This year, you have some minor things like, El Toro on one train, but there was a lot of great small enhancements that we've begun to notice, and really makes this park feel a lot more like a Cedar Fair park. Not quite there yet, but on the path to it. So that makes me really hopeful for the future, especially with the new Boardwalk and Project Purple coming in the future. So just to wrap things up, make sure you guys do the usual. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, including more from Six Flags Great Adventure, be sure to subscribe to Blue Diamond Coasters. You can also follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on both Instagram and TikTok, if TikTok is still around. And until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. Later.